So what's up, Supreme Team? Welcome to the channel. It's your girl, DYANAROZAY, and I'm here to bring y'all the latest in news and reality TV tea. Y'all see my artwork, right? We are talking about Nick Carter. His past is coming back to bite him in a major way, and I'm going to tell y'all all about it, okay? He used to be a heartthrob over there in the Backstreet Boys, but yeah, he sounds like he's nasty, okay? Real nasty. We're also talking about Claudia Jordan. She is still getting her lick back at all the ladies and the production team of RHOA by giving the behind the scenes tea over there. I'm going to tell you guys what she had to say about Sunday night's episode and then some, child, because she did not hold back. And is there trouble in paradise for Martell and AC? According to the supporter who sent me the tea, absolutely. And yeah, I had an opportunity to listen to it. So yeah, it definitely feels like trouble in paradise. I'm going to tell you guys all about it. But first, I need y'all to hit that subscribe button. Become a subscriber if you are not already, and make sure your notification bells are on. Then hit that like button and share the video, okay? All opinions are alleged, but I am going to back it up. So let's get to it. First, let's start with some, good news. Something that actually made me kiki yesterday. Y'all may have seen the space journey up with, I think it was Katy Perry, Gayle King, Lauren Sanchez, and some others, a total of 6. They all climbed into this little contraption, child, and got shot off into space, stayed up there for about 10 minutes, and then on their way down, when they came down, when they were descending, you could hear those ladies screaming so loud. They were screaming their lungs out. I swear to y'all, if you missed it, please check that out on my IG stories, okay? I can't play it here because of copyright infringement, but yeah, it was funny. Anyway, when they come out of the contraption, because it was a contraption, it was Katy Perry and Gayle King who kneels to the ground and kisses the dirt. They were so happy to be out of that thing. Anyway, there were a lot of people who were praising these ladies for going up, because that did take a lot of bravery. But baby, when I tell y'all, Wendy's, the hamburger joint, the one with the slogan, "Where's the beef?" There was Pop Crave was saying, "Hey, Katy Perry has returned from space," posting her and, just praising her for being so brave. And Wendy's got underneath the post and said, "Can we send her back?" And I don't know. I just thought that was so hilarious. Y'all know they asked, "Where's the beef?" So it looks like they were looking for all the smoke against Katy Perry. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comments. Did y'all see Gayle King, Katy Perry, and the others go up? And would you buy a ticket to go up into space for 10 minutes? Put that in the chat. I want to know if there's any brave souls out there who will take that ascension into space. Talk to me in the comments, okay? Let's get to the next story. So here is a little more information about Maya Campbell. I talked about her, a few days ago, and told you guys that she was on the right side of her life journey. She was healthy. Looks like she's kicked her addiction. So she took a picture of herself and posted it, and she looks amazing. A lot of people were asking, "Hey girl, what do you want to do next? Are you trying to get back into the movies or on television?" And she responded, and that's what I want you guys to hear. So check this out.
Hey everybody, thanks for checking in and wondering if I'm okay. I'm doing great. I just wanted you to know that everybody keeps asking me, what do I want to do with my career? And honestly, I could say that I really want to get in touch with Tyler Perry and have him produce my mother's book, 72-Hour Hold. It was a monumental book for me. It was a New York Times bestseller. And July is Mental Health Awareness Month. So I'm still on that campaign. Keep me up in prayer. Thank you for praying for me. And I'm going to do my best to make you guys happy. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Okay, so that's what she wants to do. She has called out to Tyler Perry. Let's see if he answers the call. A lot of you actually put into my comment section that her mother is BB Moore Campbell, and that she wrote the book. And some of y'all said the book was excellent. It's all about her daughter's mental health journey. She has come out and said that she was bipolar. And again, she had some addictions. So I want to see if Tyler Perry answers the call. He says that he is for women and, you know, all these things. There's a lot of people who feels the opposite, though. We do know that. But I do want to see if Tyler Perry will turn this into a movie. I think it will be good. Okay. What do y'all think? Talk to me in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. All right. Let's get to the next one. So we are going to shift gears a little bit. This is a more serious story, and it has to do with Nick Carter of the Backstreet Boys, you guys. So look at the headline. Nick Carter sued for SA, and then the woman claims that he gave her STDs with an S, okay? So that is what is going on in his life right now. Y'all know Nick Carter. The Backstreet Boys was big, okay? All kinds of pandemonium around that group. Almost about as big as like a Michael Jackson, okay? But imagine you a young woman going out to see Nick Carter and the Backstreet Boys, and they call you backstage, and then all of a sudden you think you dating one of them or whatever, right? He flying you out. You got flued out to California. Well, this is what this lady is saying. Okay, it was almost 25 years later. She was 19 when she met him. She said that he would fly her out, and she thought they were dating. And then one night things went really ugly, and she said that he SA'd her, put her back on a plane, and she didn't know what to do. She was reeling at, you know, everything that happened. And then his team started calling her and saying, it's not what you think it is. That's not what happened. Basically gaslighting her and trying to trick her into thinking it was something else. And it sounds like it worked. Nick ended up calling and apologizing. This is what the lady alleges. Nick called, apologized, and said, listen, I want to make it up to you. Can I fly you back out? I'm sorry you felt that way. That's not what it was. And then when she goes back out again, he did it again. And that time he sent her away with some parting gifts that required medications, okay? Medication, shots. And then the other one, because there was 3 that he had given to her, the G, the C, and then also HPV, which she said became stage 2 cervical cancer. So holy camole. Right now, this lady is taking him to civil court, and she is looking for a payout in excess of $15K. And she is also demanding a jury trial. So I'm going to keep an eye on this. We all know that a lot of these groups are a lot of members of these groups are being brought to task right now. P. Diddy is in jail waiting for his trial. Who else? There's a bunch of people. You can just Google it. They're all being brought to task right now. What's going on with Nick Carter is a civil lawsuit, not criminal. But yeah, I'm still going to see what happens next. And just so y'all know, this isn't his first time. He has been accused of this multiple times. Multiple women have come out and accused him of something similar. So y'all talk to me. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Do you remember Backstreet Boys? They had this whole boy next door image. I believe Justin Timberlake was in the group as well. So they had this whole boy next door image, excuse me. They still go on tour today. And yeah, a lot of people really love that group. So if you were one of the people who loved the Backstreet Boys, let me know what y'all think. And tell me if y'all heard of any stories like this, or if you're familiar with anything like this, okay? Let's move on to the next. We're going to talk about Claudia Jordan. Claudia Jordan, baby. Like I said, she's getting her lick back. So last night she was over there on Carlos King's channel, and she had some things to say about Portia, and really all of them. She does not like Portia that much. She said that even though they've had some distance, she said Portia's all the things. She don't like her. She's a liar. She's all this. But y'all, she said that Portia had dropped some tea over there on her YouTube channel that she wanted people to think was just one of those one-off moments, when she said, and the truth of the matter is, according to Claudia, she said everybody does what Portia is talking about. So Portia basically said or implied that it was somebody on the cast that gave Kenya Moore the explicit pictures of Britt Eady. So y'all may remember that, right? She was like, join my YouTube channel. I'm going to tell y'all who it is. And she never told. Well, according to Claudia, she said, number one, that should not even be a secret. Everybody should know by now that if you're on reality TV, cast members set up other cast members by giving explicit tea, something that, about the family or the friends or whatever. She said they trade those out the way people would trade out baseball cards. She also said that people even go as far as to getting a private eye. And she knows this because she got one. So she basically accused everybody on RHOA of doing that. And I told y'all about a week and a half ago, when we were talking about Heavenly Sun, people were saying, how do you have that information about Heavenly Sun? Well, I actually pulled the tea from another channel, but I told y'all it's usually people on the show that pass it out to the bloggers because they don't have the balls to say it themselves on the show. So they'll pass it out to the bloggers and the bloggers will tell. It is what it is. But yeah, check out what else Claudia had to say when she was asked, what did she think of Portia saying it was a member of the cast that gave the tea to Kenya? Check this out.
I don't give a fuck about that because they all do it. They all do it. Portia, you do it too because I did a season with you, okay? I had to hire a private investigator after my car was broken into and my laptop was stolen. Once again, it ain't about me, but I'm just giving you context. They all do this kind of stuff. It depending if you don't like someone, you might slide someone some information. People do that all the time, every season. This is not breaking news. This is not the gotcha moment you want it to be. It's really not. They all do this on the show. We also know that Portia and Drew don't like each other, right? They got their issue, right? So maybe she's trying to kind of throw her under the bus. Because if you have to say who it is, don't give us the breadcrumb. Just say it, girl. Be about that life and just say it. I don't think that's a big deal at all because they all do it. They slide people information depending on who you're in allegiance with, and it's not the gotcha moment that you wanted it to be. I don't think.
Okay, so she said it's not the gotcha moment. They all do it. Everybody does it. I agree with her 1000%. We have to remember these people are getting paid a lot of money to kind of go after each other. And this is the stuff they do, including private eyes. And a lot of y'all may remember Nene confronting Phaedra saying, I know you had a meeting with my half sister trying to get dirt on me, right? You never win when you play dirty. Okay, so that was one of the things. But listen, Portia never told us who gave the tea. And in this video, or in Claudia's little moment, she kind of accused Drew Sidora. She said, who are you going to accuse? Drew, because y'all don't get along with each other? Child. So listen, let me show y'all something because I actually asked y'all that on my community wall. Over 1,000 of you voted. Check that out. Over 1,000 of you voted. And I specifically asked who told Kenya about Britt's explicit pics. And 38% of y'all came in saying Angela. Angela was the top. Drew came in second. Kelly third at 24%, and Shamia came in at 10%. Portia also asked y'all, or not asked, but she also said that someone went to production damn near every day demanding that Kenya be fired following the incident, right? So when it was all still under investigation, Kenya still could have come back, and there was a member of the cast, the current cast, who kept going to production and saying, you need to fire her. They weren't comfortable with Kenya being here or being on the show, continuing with the show. And this is what y'all had to say, because I did do a poll for that as well. Over 1,000 of you voted, and y'all said it was Kelly who was demanding that Kenya be fired. 38% of y'all said Kelly. Angela came in second at 32%. Drew third at 18%. And Cynthia came in last at 11%. Man. So yeah, this tea is going to get spilled. You can rest assured that, okay? That is not going to stay a secret. But y'all talk to me in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all remember Portia said on the episode 6, she said, listen, we all have a private investigator. All of us have a cousin who has a master's degree in investigation, right? That just happened on the episode. So she too said that they all look up people's information and they spill it on the show. Okay, it is what it is. But talk to me in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. And we are moving on to Martell Holt. Okay. Now listen. Does Martell look like he is a fan of spoken word? Y'all know the poetry that people do in the Hotep clubs. Well, he is, okay? He definitely is. It's not for everybody, you know, it is an acquired taste, but Martell does like spoken word. And I know this because he happened to have hearted something else over there on social media. And I'm gonna play the video for y'all. So yeah, but look at the headline at the top. It says, "May this type of love never find me." And then at the bottom, it says, "Run this man a check for telling the truth. Excuse the logo, but listen to the truth." Okay. And Martell did like it. I put the arrow right next to Martell's avatar, but I'll blow it up for y'all just in case, because I want to make sure that y'all see it. There it is. That is Martell Holt in his gray suit. Okay. So let me tell y'all what was said. Put his picture back up here. Let me tell y'all what was said. So here is the poetry. It says, "I don't want to leave her, but I don't want us either. I love her enough to stay, but I don't love her enough to say, I'm not happy here. And I effing hate it that if I leave, she'll be devastated. And I care about her. I just don't care about her." You know what I'm saying? "And I know I'm probably making it worse by not telling her, but every time I see her, she's gladder than glad. And how do you tell someone that's happy as that you're not that happy?" Then he says, "Why does she even like coming over? There's not much to do. You want to know how I know I'm not enthused? Because she'll text me, 'I'm thinking about you coming through. I'm thinking about coming through. Do you want me to?' And I'll respond, 'That's up to you.' I'm not really sure it was love at all." Yeah, it was lust, sir. But anyway, I have that video on my IG stories because I want y'all to see that he did like it. And I also want you to see here the whole full version of that poem. Okay. But yeah, right now Martell is liking some interesting things. I said he was trying to embarrass her. That was number one when he tagged her in that whole, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all watched the video yesterday. I don't want to get myself kicked off of YouTube. But now he's saying, I never really loved her at all. And that he's not happy. He just doesn't know how to leave. But talk to me in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. I'm sure a lot of y'all probably picked up on that energy. But we shall see, because Martell, they finished filming, by the way. They have finished filming Love and Marriage Huntsville for this first half of the season. It is being alleged that Ariane is on the show. Don't know for sure. I can't confirm, but it is being alleged. And yeah, if people are going to watch, maybe they'll see an even closer version, an up close and personal version of whatever Martell and Ariane has going on. But a lot of people have said that they don't think they have chemistry. A lot of people have said that. Anyway, follow me over on IG. That's where you're going to find the video. Hit the like button, share the video here, become a subscriber. What else? I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me, okay? And I will see you on the next one.